That's all good.
Towels over here, missing thing over here because that keeps falling.
I mean, it is awesome in here. It is.
So what are we talking about?
So, my question is to you, what does community mean to you? There's no and there is no wrong answer. It's just to you personally from like your life, what, you know, just how do you connect with community?
Okay. Are you asking me right now?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Well, community is a collective, right?
For sure.
They're meant to be, you got to be helpful to each other. And
absolutely.
Without community, nothing.
100%. I agree.
You know, you got to be, people can tell when they're not a genuine.
It's an energy.
When you're not genuine.
For sure.
And because this has been such an empty shell
Mm-hmm.
for such a long time,
Mm-hmm.
when people started seeing that things were being taken care of,
Mm-hmm.
they started getting some, because up until then, no one really cared
Mm.
about having things, especially the people across the street,
Mm-hmm.
primarily in Park West.
Yeah. Yep.
They would, you know, they've got their small little place there, but it's
But no
not,
washer, dryer, hookup,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Walking distance for people.
Mm-hmm. True.
We're very excited about things happening here.
Awesome. Awesome.
So the benefit
Right.
that I'm here.
And what would you say is going like bad in the community? Just like from your perspective.
Bad in the community. Okay, so what's bad? And it may not just be in this community, but it's in most communities. Unless you've lived it, unless
Mhm.
you've walked it,
Mhm.
unless you've experienced it, it's very easy. Yeah, sure, there's some people who absolutely take advantage of whatever they can.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't necessarily do anything for those people, except the majority of people are not.
That's for sure.
There's a stigma attached.
So true.
to
Absolutely.
People that need help, that genuinely need help,
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't even think about asking until they were put into a position where they had to ask.
Yes, absolutely. And it takes
Had to ask.
and it takes a lot just to ask. It may seem so simple as a question, but the pride, just the feeling with the self that, all right, I can no longer do this. I need help. And a lot of people struggle with just that just taking that step and having that question. It is.
To even ask for help. It's very difficult for a lot of people to ask for help because most people want to do for themselves. They don't
For sure.
want to ask for help. They feel inadequate. They don't feel like they're doing something right by their family.
Yeah. For sure. So
it takes a lot of courage to sometimes just
absolutely.
ask.
And what would you say is going like good in the community?
It's going well in this community.
Mhm.
Well, I hope that in the community within the people who are in charge
Mhm.
of what happens in this community, hopefully will pay more attention to what people in this community actually need. Not, and I hate to say it. So you want to stop it first, yeah? Push that button, yep. A little bit hard, yeah, now you can open it and see. It makes it easier to open. Still? Is it on high? No.
But
So growing up a certain way,
Mhm.
right, you're exposed to a lot of different culture, you're exposed to a lot of different ethnicities, a lot of different backgrounds. Growing up in that, you learn that
sure.
you can't always judge by what you see. You just start talking to people, everybody's the same
For sure.
person.
Mhm.
Really, everybody's got the same ideas, the same desires, the same wants, the same. They want the same for their kids. They want the same
Absolutely.
for themselves.
yes, absolutely.
Things happen
Yes.
to people
For sure.
all the time.
I
They're not planned. No one's planning
yes.
for that to happen. No one's planning
For sure.
for something
For sure.
catastrophic to happen to them. They're not planning.
Right. I
But
totally
when that
agree.
comes,
Mhm.
it's good to be able to have a resource to go to.
For sure.
Like I said, a lot of people feel a lot of shame
For sure.
going to ask for help
It is true.
because they feel defeated.
Yeah.
It's community. What I see here a lot is, especially people who know each other.
Mhm.
People don't have to know each other.
That's right.
Listen, one person comes in, someone's talking, all of a sudden you know her aunt,
Right.
and
Such
all
a
of
small
they're
world,
talking about
yeah.
cousins,
Yeah.
and then they went to
Yeah.
school together, and that's this and that's that. And before before you know it, that's what I like. That's what I like. So I've had that happen many times in different jobs that I've had, where people will sit in a waiting room and won't say a word to each other, and another group of people will come in, and all of a sudden everybody knows someone, and they're talking, and that's what you want to do. You gotta
Absolutely. So true.
talk to people, talk to each other.
Yeah.
Communication's more than just words.
Right.
It's, getting to learn about people.
Right, and understand them.
Genuine concern
Yes,
for
yes, for
people.
sure.
People can tell.
The genuine part is,
Full of it.
yes,
You can absolutely see right through that nonsense. If you
Absolutely.
don't care,
it's
they
gonna
know
show.
it.
Absolutely. I love it.
All right.
You crushed it. It's like from when people come over and talk about like, oh yeah, Christine's to me and stuff, and they say like how the space used to be. I know we talked about it, but from their eyes, like the work you put in, it's like sometimes to us we don't feel like it or like see like there's the progress, but on the output of it with the people, it's such a difference to them. Like they have a reliable place, a clean space, someone that is dedicated to their work.
So if you've ever read about the tipping point, what the tipping point goes
It's an amazing book.
is when people, when they talk about depressed neighborhoods and how it seems like the majority of people don't care because they're living in a certain way. But it's when you have broken windows and when people don't care about them, they don't care either. If you start seeing where people are fixing things and it's not a blight anymore, and you're giving people something to be proud of, and who doesn't want to feel good about the neighborhood? You're powerless to do much.
Yeah.
And
And
if
that
someone cares, this is what drives me crazy about politics.
So true.
Because
and it starts from like your house, but also the businesses around you, your neighbors. It takes a community to like, it could be that one beautiful house on the street, but what about the rest? So it does take a community to push that agenda, to make it successful.
So there was a house in Hartford. I don't know if it's still there. It was more on the north end, I think. It was on the Britain Avenue. It was a gentleman that was originally from Jamaica. He had a 3-family house. He painted that friggin' house like yellow, red, and orange. Okay? And outside of everybody else's house is white, gray, blue. And here's this white, yellow, and orange Caribbean colors, right? And people complained. That's horrible, that's ugly. In his mind, though, he was taking the beauty and the happiness from the Caribbean and trying to bring it over here where everything is white and gray and blah.
Perspective, right?
I don't know whatever happened, but it needed to. I'll never forget. It was an article in the newspaper because they were talking about why he did that, because he wanted to bring some positivity and some joy, even if you didn't like the colors. You were definitely noticed that house. And maybe get some kind of a feeling, especially maybe if you were from the Caribbean, it would remind you of home or whatever.
So true. Wow.
And they got on him. I'm sure they got on him about his state of mind.
Absolutely.
So, especially the music is because I've always loved music. No, I'm not an expert at music, but I've always loved music. So every time you go somewhere and the music is playing, it creates a memory somewhere in your head. Take it easy, whether you think so or not. Like, damn, I don't mind going there. Yeah, play some bullshit. Not always.
That's so true.
But that adds to it.
I love that.
That's why I get very upset when my music goes. Like, what is that music? Because
it's definitely an energy for sure.
It's important
Yes.
it's important to the vibe.
Yeah, for sure. Because like the brain connects in a different way. Like you could feel in the worst way your favorite song comes on. It's
how many times people tell me, I'm like, this is great. I
so true.
Laundromat.
Yes.
This was awesome.
Yes.
This is a good time here. Like,
For sure.
saying that?
Yes. And did you get into it like with that in mind?
I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
That's amazing.
I knew it. I knew what I wanted to do. I had to convince people that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because, especially
Mhm.
Jimmy,
Mhm.
because there's already 4 other places around me
So
that are
true.
well established.
So true. Mhm.
People, you know, you go to a certain place and that's what you're used to, and that's it.
Mhm.
No, I told him, I said, I told Jimmy, he may not remember, I told him right out of I said, oh no. I said, I want to have the best, I said, I want to have the best laundromat in Vernon.
For sure.
That's what I told him. Repetition. When someone tries to emulate,
Yeah.
they try to create the same
For sure.
vibe, they try
Yeah.
to create the same atmosphere.
Yeah, you doing something right.
Because-
You know?
and you're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Or you're
Is
doing something positive.
yeah,
And
for
they're
sure.
They're trying to grab someone.
Yes.
Because everybody's struggling to be in business.
Yes.
I don't knock anybody. I don't say anything
Right.
bad about anybody else.
Of course, right. Just
They make
stay focused on us.
comments. Not that- we don't need to toot our own
Right.
horn.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If you got a horn,
yeah.
it's a horn outside.
Is there any last message or anything you want to just say off to the community?
So, I absolutely love them. I love being here. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and
Mhm.
I know that. And I have not known that for a very long time
Wow.
in my life.
That's amazing.
Never. What do I want to do?
Right.
What do I want to be?
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like I want to do something. This is it. So
I love
for
that.
how long they've got me,
I love that.
I'm here. I've got it.
You are amazing, Christine.
I've got
Truly,
it.
you truly. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Yeah. Because I always thought something positive to come in and see, right?
Yeah.
Something to laugh at.
Yeah.
I used to look up funny quotes and sayings, and I used to post them
Mhm.
in the break room. And it's not expected, which I also love. So because it's
Yeah.
not expected, people think that they're all out of order.
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
Trying to make it
I love that.
tedious.
Yes, and it's the small things, you know, like it's all in the details of it. Just which one?
The green one.
This one?
Yep.
One tree can make a million matches, and one match can burn a million trees. Don't let one negative thing affect the millions of positive things in your life. I love that. Love that. So true.
Of all that,
Yeah.
just the corner here in
What
area.
what made you like
Because I used to do this, so I've done this all the time.
Mhm.
Hold on. Hello.
Hey Sunshine fam, we had the pleasure of meeting with Christine, the owner of Cups. Just an amazing establishment. All the washer and dryers, brand new. I love the little sayings she put on each and every one to just send a positive message as you're working. She even has a little kid area, some toys, some little fun play activities, coloring books. I mean, you name it. And just some little cute wall art. If you need a drink, a soda, there's also some snacks at the store next door, so check them out. And again, this was Cups Washateria right on 70 Windsor Ave. She's amazing.